Hello. I
Hi.
am so happy to have Celisa here. Celisa Webster with R&R Cleaning Services and Home Essentials. I am Erica, Nashville Startup Director, the Entrepreneur's Therapist, and this is our Local Wonders series. So Lisa is a local wonder. Her business is a local wonder, and so happy to be able to highlight her and her business today. So, Celisa, this is in this fireside chat. We're just gonna learn more about you. Let's let
Okay.
them know, like, and trust you. See the beauty of who you are. You tell us a bit. You get a time to talk about any jewels you want to drop and say. And then we will have any announcements that you have going on in your business. Okay?
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So, Celisa, tell us about you. Tell us your story.
Well, I am the co-owner of R&R Cleaning and Home Essentials LLC. I am the COO, so I am the Chief Operating Officer. I do all the background work. My husband, Brandon Webster, is the CEO and the president founder of R&R Cleaning and Home Essentials. We started in 2016. We started doing commercial cleaning when we first started, and it was based off a hunch that my husband had. He decided, originally he was working for another cleaning company, and he loved it, and he enjoyed it, and he wanted to be able to start something on his own, to leave his legacy, to start some generational wealth. So we birthed on our cleaning services at the time. So we originally started with just doing commercial cleaning. We have grown over the years, and now we do pressure washing and residential cleaning, which a lot of people know us from residential cleaning. And we just added our product line. So we add our product line maybe in January, December, which entails of our candles, warmers, room sprays. We should be launching our hand soaps in November 1st. And so we'll have many, many more things out there. We have toiletries for our Airbnbs. So that is a little bit about me. Outside of entrepreneurship, I'm a mother of 4 beautiful children. I'm a wonderful wife. And yeah, that's about me.
So you talked a lot about the business. I want to know about you, Celisa. Tell us your story, your journey.
My
What
story
caused
is
you to decide to do this work?
so for me, born in Colorado Springs, raised in Nashville and Detroit. Um, Graduated, went to school here all my life. So I've been to every school in Nashville, grew up in Bordeaux. I've always been in love to work and analyze. I'm very analytical. Started off working, no, actually, to back up. I actually graduated from Tennessee State University with my bachelor's in criminal justice. I have a minor in psychology and sociology. From there, I started working in healthcare. Um, Ever since then, I've loved to analyze. I like a challenge. So once my husband decided to start a business, I decided to want to help run the business. Um, so for me, it has its good days and bad days. It can be easy sometimes. I love it. I love the journey. I love the challenge. I love meeting new people. I'm a big helper. So I love to help people. I love to give. And I'm learning to receive, which is a good thing. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me.
So there was a conflict, in the story of Celisa Webster or Celisa, whatever. Celisa, I'm just gonna say Celisa because Webster is your husband. The
Mm-hmm.
story the story of Celisa, there was a conflict, right? That brought you to where you are. Tell us about, give us some of that story.
The conflict. You talking about when I was working?
All the conflicts. Yes, maybe that working is especially because you're speaking on a platform with entrepreneurs, startup
Yes,
individuals who this is a side hustle for them. There are, stage one entrepreneurs, there's stage two entrepreneurs. So yes,
absolutely.
that you
Good,
think that
good, great question. So, originally I was a part-time entrepreneur, part-time, full-time, and working and trying to work and run my business at the same time.
and be a mother of four
And be a mother of four. I'm
and be a wife.
also I wear many hats. I'm still a director over a nonprofit with girls. So I didn't decide. God decided that it was time for me to go. God decided for me to take a leap of faith and to trust Him. One of the things I will say that I just recently learned today is that my entrepreneurship journey has been more of a spiritual journey for me. So originally, I'm thinking I'm jumping out on entrepreneurship to help my husband to be the backbone of the business. And God said, no, I need you to take your role and take your place as the wife, as and start trusting people and start trusting me, which is God. So I have learned in these short months that this is more of a spiritual journey for me more than just entrepreneurship. It has been a very scary journey, I will say, but it's been very rewarding. So yes, that's a little bit about me. I left a corporate government job that I was there for well over 7 years. I left there and I am riding this wave.
Tell me about your fear. You said it's scary for me.
I am a control freak.
Mm.
So being a
Tell us
control
about being a control
I
freak.
am a control freak. So being in control when you're not in control, it's scary for me. And in entrepreneurship, you don't know what's going to happen from day to day, from minute to minute, from hour to hour. You can't control what the destiny may be. And entrepreneurship is just part of the journey for me. I honestly see where God has ministered through me to other people. And I think just me taking that leap of faith, leaving my job, something that was comfortable, something that I knew every 15th and 22nd, I was gonna have a paycheck. Me just taking that leap of faith was very scary. Actually, the last day of my job, I had an anxiety attack because I felt like I was jumping out of a plane. But God says, trust me, trust me. So that is the scary part. But honestly, I'm enjoying the ride. I love it. It's rewarding. It's teaching me a lot about roles in my life, how to be a wife and not be the husband, because baby, I was the husband. Um,
Ah!
so yes, I am on a really good spiritual journey, and I'm trying to let God be God, Brandon be Brandon, and Celisa be Celisa, and quit trying to be everybody.
She said, quit trying to be everybody. So, Celisa, how did we meet?
So we are actually met off of eMyth through NBIC. eMyth was a great program where we read the eMyth book, which was awesome, and it teach you about different positions in entrepreneurship. From there, we started an aftermath class, and we met every Tuesday, and we loved it. We encouraged each other. We helped each other. We motivated each other. We set goals for each other. So that is how me and you met, Erica.
Yeah, and so you just talked about staying in your role. We met learning about these roles as an entrepreneur, right? You got
Yes,
you got the technician of the job, right? You got the manager, and you got the entrepreneur or the CEO of the business. And so you're learning that stay in the lane of manager is the best place within R&R. Of course, in other things that you do, you may be the CEO or the technician,
right.
but you need to stay in this lane right here and let folks do the parts that they supposed to do. Right. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I think that a lot of people don't recognize that it is a spiritual journey, and it's a spiritual journey for people. It's also all the different parts and bringing them all in physically, mentally, emotionally. All these parts need to be addressed and brought all together, because I mean,
Absolutely.
everything plays together. Your spiritual journey includes also physical things that you do, and right, your spiritual journey includes emotionally keeping yourself in a certain kind of emotion set, and
Yes.
you got to keep yourself in the right mindset, and it all plays together into your spirituality. Yes, ma'am, it is. It
Yes.
is. And I'm so happy to see that you have come to that understanding today.
I did. Long conversations. I guess I would say I'm blessed to be surrounded by the right people. I'm blessed to have so many prayer
You
warriors in
said
my
that.
corner.
Oh, yes.
Um, I've learned in this journey, again, for those who didn't hear me at the beginning, I've been in this since 2016. I've been an entrepreneur before that because I started trying to do an event planning business before, but I've learned through this journey, it's all about who you surround yourself with. You have to surround yourself with like-minded people. You have to surround yourself with a support system and be open to that, because a lot of times the older that we get, we don't really want to meet new friends or meet new people, and we close down and we shut down. And I have honestly been woke up to where God has said, I've removed some people and started allowing new people in your life to help you through this journey. Where that may go, who knows? But I enjoy the experience. I love the networking. I love everybody that I have met, who I've touched, who have touched me, because it's a two-way street. So I mean, down to my customers, I have customers that have touched me in many ways that they don't even realize they've touched me. And I've had customers that I've touched and they don't even know that God sent me to them. So it's a ministry, to be honest. Our business is more than just
Come
cleaning.
on, talk
It's
about it.
more than just I think a lot of people look at it and can't see all the background. It's more than just us going to someone's house or going into someone's establishment and cleaning. We actually help people with their mental health. We are big on mental health. We bridge those gaps because a lot of times, which is a personal story of mine, um, I realized that some of the things that I was dealing with mentally started showing up in my house first. So me being cluttered, me being depressed, started showing up in my living room first. My living room was cluttered. My living room looked depressed. So that was an instant thing for me to see that, hey, something's going on, something's wrong. From there, once we cleaned up, or once my husband actually helped me clean up, I realized that something was off, something was off balance. And as mothers, as we balance so many different hats, we can easily fall into a depression or a state of uncertainty or just in a funk basically, and you not know what that is. And from there, I realized how important it was to have somebody in your corner just to say, I'm there with you, I've been there, it's okay, I'm not judging you by your house, by your environment, by what's your clutter. I've been here, so let me help you through this journey. And we have changed so many lives, and I think that's the most gratifying piece for me, is when I hear people say, I've had customers who have come to me and say, they've dealt with death and they just became in a really bad funk, and we came and cleaned up their house and they were able to get out of that funk. I've
Yeah,
had people come to me and just tell me just all kinds of things, and I'm like, it's bigger than just cleaning. It's more of us helping, and we have to help each other through this journey.
yeah. Like you said, you have changed lives,
Yeah.
and people don't understand that
Yep.
with your environment. If you want to change, right? If you want to change, you got to change the environment. If you want to change, the environment has to change. It
Absolutely.
cannot be the same.
Absolutely.
And so you're going in there, honey. They don't even know what's hitting them. They think they just getting their house clean. Let's talk about. I had a client that told me that they had to figure out that they needed to work with me as a therapist. And then I thought about. I said, wait a minute. So when When you hire somebody to come clean the house, do you clean the house ahead of time? And they go, yes, I do.
Okay.
You got a lot of people cleaning their house, trying to clean their house before you even get there.
I do. I do. A lot. I That is one of the biggest things. A lot of people are ashamed, so they clean before the cleaners come. Especially in our community. We are big for cleaning before the cleaners come.
So you have hired, you finally enlisted somebody to come, a professional to come in and help you, but you still moving dirt around. That's all you're doing is moving dirt around.
Yeah.
Because the cleaner is the one that's supposed to come clean it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just made a mess.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, yeah.
Because I mean, they're not going to be able to clean the way y'all clean. Just as simple. You're the expert.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know how to do it. You know how to clean it up and for it to be efficient and effective. Even
absolutely.
if they didn't clean up something, they still left something because they didn't do that baseboard, or they didn't do them the ceiling fan. They didn't do some of the stuff that you would think when you come in with your eyes as an expert and say, let's first do the floors. Let's get the floors clean. Right? Like you have a methodology to it.
Absolutely.
To your work.
Absolutely.
And so what do you do with those people who they contact you, they want to, they may cancel, right? Because then they get to the day that you're supposed to come. What do you do with the people who are apprehensive to finally let somebody behind the curtain to see?
We have a lot of people that counsel. What their reservations are, I don't know. We get people that book and counsel, and we stay booked for at least weeks or if not months ahead. And so eventually if they reschedule and they let us know what the issue is, we always just try to reassure them that there's a no judgment zone. We honestly don't care like what your house looks like. We've seen it all. It's like being at the doctor or the gynecologist and you're afraid to be naked and open up everything. It's like we've seen it all. I'm a doctor, so I've seen it all, done it all. Nothing to be ashamed of. We're here to help you, and that's just how it is. But a lot of people still feel ashamed, and we try to reassure them that it's okay. And we see it not just at home, we see it at work. So we clean buildings, so we see their desk is cluttered or just just trying to get them to learn how to declutter, to organize, get rid of. A lot of our true customers, they stay with us for a long time and they're able to maintain it after we come in there for a while. They're able to maintain it. So one of my clients recently, she has a lot of stuff in her bathroom, a lot of stuff. And over the years, she finally decided, okay, let me get this dresser to start putting my makeup in different places that it's supposed to be. And now she's like, oh my God, it just made me feel so much better. I can see my counter. I'm like, yes, declutter. Sometimes you have to organize and declutter first, then let us come in and clean up. But you have to be willing to let go of some things that you haven't touched in over a year or 2 years, because it might not mean you any good at this point.
Wow. Yeah. You have to have some people to set the stage. So you're also teaching. So
yes.
Let's talk about that.
We do a lot of education. We are big on education because we don't want R&R to be your only source of cleaning up. We want you to be able to maintain, like we come in, give you a good deep clean, and you maintain it by, in between times that we're cleaning. That's why we have the products. The products will help you clean up, help your house smell good while we're not there, give you motivation to wake up. We typically give out tips all the time and tell people if you clean one room a day, it'll help. So you're not constantly trying to clean up your whole house on Saturdays like we most of the time do. If you straighten up one room a day, you can still maintain through the week. You may only be able to wash a load of clothes today and fold them up, but that's something. You may be able to just keep the kitchen and the living room together. That's something that you don't have to do on that Saturday trying to keep the whole entire house clean. Because trying to keep and clean your whole entire house can become overwhelming. We come in there and we do a deep clean. Now, while we're not there, you try to maintain it. Let us give you the tools and the resource to maintain while we're not there.
Okay, so that is what inspires the Home Essential series, where
Yes,
yes, you want them to be able, let me come in here, let me give you a deep clean and declutter and clean it up, and here's how you maintain it. So then we can just come do another deep clean in about 2 weeks or so, and it'll be even cleaner because. But also, you're teaching them something. You're teaching them how to fish because a lot of people don't know how to do some basic things
yes,
for themselves to maintain. And
yes,
also, the idea that you're going to come back and see what their progress. So you're their accountability partners too.
yes, absolutely. So even with that, if we come in and do a deep clean and then come back and do a maintenance clean, if we're constantly doing this, that means, say for instance, we have a lot of customers who may have a torn rotator cuff. So we know that it's very hard for them to clean their tub or clean their shower. So in that case, we can come do those things because those are the things that are harder for you. You might be able to, okay, I can vacuum and that's easy. But this bathroom is what's really hard for me because I have a torn rotator cuff. Let us come take care of that and we can focus on that. Or some people's like, I just want you to come do the baseboards. And we're like, okay, cool. So if we've taken care of everything else in the house, we can come do the baseboards. So yeah,
Mm. It sounds like one thing that you're doing that's different from, I feel like maybe your competitive advantage is you're providing an experience.
I am.
Talk more about that. That's something I saw on LinkedIn about an experience that you're doing.
You talking about cleaning and cocktails? So Cleaning and Cocktails is a series that we're actually getting ready to launch. We started it just kind of like online, just teaching people, let's make cleaning fun. Cleaning doesn't have to be boring. Cleaning doesn't have to be a chore. Let's make it rewarding at the end. So what we ended up doing was starting Cleaning and Cocktails. We would send you a tip, and then you can make a cocktail at the end of the day. It blew up. People loved it. So now we're actually launching a webinar series where you could do cleaning and cocktails online. We will send you a box once you sign up, register, um, and you'll get everything that you need to clean that particular room, and you'll get everything that you need to make that cocktail. You will make that cocktail in advance. We will walk you through on how to clean that particular room, and at the end of the day, we will sit back together and have that drink together.
That's amazing.
Yes, thank you.
Wow, what a concept. What tell me more about the inspiration behind that?
Education, a fun way to educate. And I know as adults, even if you drink alcoholic beverages or if you like a virgin beverage, sometimes you just need to sit back at the end of the day and just take a breather,
Yeah.
have you a little drink, and just say, you know what? And reward yourself and say, I did something good. I'm proud of myself. I did a good job. That's where that came from.
You know what? And going back, exactly. So the thing is, we don't reward and celebrate ourselves enough. We do not. For every single win, listen, I got out the bed. Hallelujah. I went in there and I made myself, I went to lunch. I took a nap. Anything. I remember when I was in the office as a therapist, I was in seeing people. I will let them select a sticker now, just a little sticker after the session. They loved it. They loved picking a sticker out.
Yes.
Okay. And then they'll take their sticker and put it in their planner because we've been doing time management, and they get to put their sticker next to therapy. Let me tell you, it was they loved it, and it was a simple, just a quick celebration. Hey, I came, I did my therapy, I'm doing my work. And that's exactly what you're doing. And that's amazing.
Thank
What a
you.
novel way to just to bring together the whole experience. It actually demystifies cleaning, and it also sets it next to something that people enjoy, which is a beverage. And when they think about a beverage, they think about relaxing and being and not doing. So yes, that's a great idea. What else is going on with R&R that we should know about?
We are hiring. If anybody's looking for a part-time job, want to come and join the family, we are very family oriented. We are flexible. We love people. We are hiring. You need some extra holiday cash because we coming up. We are your place to go. We would love to have you. Love, love, love to have you.
Oh, tell us more about how we can get in contact with you in order to seek out to get your cleaning and cocktail information, or to apply to for a position with you.
So you can, for cleaning and cocktails, you can register to be alerted when we drop the Eventbrite on our website, www.rrcleaninghe.com. And as far as trying to apply, you can go to www.randcareers.com.
I am putting the information in the chat now. Check on that for me to see if I am putting in the right information. R&R Careers.
R&R, hold on, rnrcareers.com. And our website is rrcleaninghe.com. There you go.
Okay, yes, there we are. Thank you so much. Let me get these links so that I can post them. So we have a Facebook and a LinkedIn group. For those who are here, we have someone in the audience. Hello, hello. Is there anything that you would like to ask Celisa now during this time? Do you have any questions about her business, R&R cleaning services, as well as home essentials? So this audience member did tell us about themselves. They have lots of businesses that they are involved in. Excellent. I'm so happy to have you here with us. Oh, it looks like they dropped in and dropped out. Okay. Well, that's wonderful. Is there anything else that you wanted to share? Any last, maybe tips, or maybe 3 tips that you would give to, first of all, to everyone who would come and get your services, right?
So
And also, oh, sorry, I
go
want you
ahead.
to, I want you to give some, a tip to the person who is a startup, who is in stage 1 entrepreneurship, and someone who is in stage 2 entrepreneurship.
So, as far as if you're interested in our services, we definitely encourage you to call ahead of time. It's very rare for us to be able to do any last minute bookings because we are always super booked and busy, which is a blessing. So we say give us a week, really 2 going on 3 weeks in advance.
Wow,
We
that's great news.
It is great news. We also say that once you book, if you've never had a cleaning services, or if you never went with a cleaning company, or because we do pressure washing too, so we take care of your home inside or out. So if you even trying to do pressure washing, it's getting cold, go ahead and book. Um, just know that once you book with us, we try to make sure to bring all your questions because we love questions. The more questions, the more educated you are, the less you would have to have any surprises. Typically, our cleaners, we bring out 2 cleaners depending on the size of your home. And know that it's always good when you go with a cleaning company to start with your priorities. So depending on the condition of your home, they may not be able to touch every single solitary thing. So start with the most priorities. If baseboards are your priorities, which a lot of people it is, let them know. Start with baseboards and going forward. We also say that when you're getting ready for a cleaning, always see what you need to get prepared for. Um, get all your toys up, get all your personal items up because we ran into a lot of people with personal items. Put those things up before we come and clean, so that way we can come in, clean, and come out. Easy, breezy, smooth transaction. One of the things that I will give advice to someone who starts at phase one of entrepreneurship is to take a class. If I could do it all over again, I would have educated myself more. A lot of times we have these ideas and we just jump out the window. We don't do any research. We don't do any planning. We just jump. We are jumpers. We say we got it. We know we can do it, and boom. There is so many moving pieces in entrepreneurship. I thought that I was an entrepreneur back in 2016, and really I wasn't. I was a person who had a side hustle that didn't know what she was doing, or we didn't know what we were doing. And there was a lot of mistakes that we made, which comes with the journey, and it's okay. But if I had to do it over again, I would have gotten some education at the early beginning stages of my entrepreneurship journey. I would also network. I didn't know with so many entrepreneurs in this journey, which you meet these people through taking classes. So you don't feel alone. For a lot of years, we felt alone. We felt like we were the only people that's going through this crazy journey that decided to jump out the window, and we didn't have any support system. So take a class. There's NBIC here. There's Corner to Corner here. There's the EC Center here. There's so many entrepreneur classes here. Some are free, some have a fee. There's no excuse for you not to educate yourself in the beginning of your journey. Do it right so you don't have to go back and make up the mistakes that you did at the beginning. Another thing, if you're in phase two, still take classes, take more classes, educate yourself some more. Learn how to start scaling your business, how to start making it to where you can get to a point where you get employees, you got a team with you, because having a team is very scary. Having somebody that you're accountable, you're responsible for is scary. Take a class so somebody can help you with that. I am a fan of having mentors. Mentors are good and cool. Just make sure a class is always up to date rules and regulations and laws, versus a mentor may be doing things that they just been doing for 20, 30 years and may not have changed what they've been doing, and things change over the years. The laws that they had when in 2016 are not the same laws that they have right now. So always make sure you're educating yourself in anything that you love to do, that you want to do. You should always want to educate yourself about it. You should always want to be the best at that, what you want to be. One of the other things I will always suggest for entrepreneurs, just because you're in the same field as somebody doesn't mean that that person is competition. There's always room to work with other people. Even though I'm a cleaning company and I have my own cleaning business, I find ways to work with everybody. I find ways to work with other cleaning businesses. I have so many clients that I can't take on. I get the same question all the time. Do you recommend any other cleaning companies? And I'm like, no, because I don't really, a lot of them are scared. They don't like to network with me. So I don't really know any other cleaning companies. Never be afraid to network with somebody in your same field. There is so much money in the world that not one person can eat the whole pie. We can share that same pie. Share it all the time. And you can always work with another business. You can always work different. There's always room at the table for everybody. So that is one of the things that I will say for entrepreneurs.
Yes. Great. Amazing.
Thank you.
Yes. 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 I mean, such valuable information. Um, yeah. And going back, I just want to say this. I want to say this. that piece that you said about sharing. How has sharing been beneficial to you as a business and as Celisa?
Sharing has been amazing. Sharing has let me meet new people, jump into different lanes. Sharing has gave me more ideas to work with other people. Um, my mentor is a cleaning company. We share. He's giving us business. We've given him business. So it's putting food in our table. Sharing is caring, is what I tell my kids. Sharing is caring. So sharing is awesome. I've had opportunities to figure out what another. I love to find out what entrepreneurs do and see how I can make it work in my business. For instance, we
Yes.
have a friend, a mutual friend, Jen. Jen has a yoga studio. I'm always figuring, okay, I'm about mental health. She is too. How about one day, maybe I can make out a way to where my clients can get and go get yoga services while we're cleaning their house. They can go get yoga services.
Yes.
Um,
Good
so
idea.
I'm always trying to figure out different ways to do things.
Yes. Okay, so is there any last words, any last things that you would like to say to the audience, entrepreneurs, startups, as well as individuals who, for example, startups are busy, entrepreneurs are busy. They need to be able to come home if they're not working in their home, but especially if you're working in your home, it needs to be the kind of environment that you need it to be.
Yes.
So,
That's,
what is there anything else that you would like to share and say to them?
no, just give us a call if you have any questions. You can always reach us online. And we're always here. Our phone number, office number is 615-807-0252.
Yes, 615-807-12
020252.
0252. Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Celisa,
You're
for coming
welcome.
to the Startup Grind stage. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you, Erica.
Thank you.
Bye bye.